Hello and welcome to Outlook this week. Our latest cover is on rare genetic diseases and why we in India should be looking at them with a sense of urgency. Broadly, nearly 70 million Indians are estimated to be suffering from rare genetic disorders. But the term, however, refers to a few thousand disorders, so each of them individually would have a small set of silent sufferers. Collectively, however, that number would be large. With genome sequencing costs coming down rapidly and better access, it could be likely, experts say, that diseases we once thought were rare aren't so uncommon after all. But diagnosis is just one part of the problem. Most of these diseases have no cure, but treatments, where available, are among the most expensive drugs in the world. On the other hand, advances in gene therapy are holding out the promise of one-time cures for many of these disorders. How do we in India tackle these issues? I have with me Mr. Alok Bhattacharya, academic and researcher, who started the non-profit World Without GNE Myopathy a few years ago. Mr. Bhattacharya's daughter Shilpi was diagnosed with GNE myopathy, an extremely rare genetic disorder, some years ago. Mr. Bhattacharya, can you give us a broad context of rare genetic diseases?
2 decades back, when we thought of diseases in the context of India, the first thing that came to our mind was infectious diseases. Diseases like diarrheal diseases, tuberculosis, malaria, and many other infectious diseases. Lots of people were getting infected with them, and many people were dying in it. In last decade or so, we have been seeing upsurge of lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and coronary diseases. And along with it, we are also hearing a lot about cancers. Now, the cancer is very popular among clinicians, among hospitals. Many cancer hospitals have been set up because people think that cancer is a major problem in this country. Because cancer is also a very large number of diseases that have been clubbed in one category. There are many cancers that happen in only small number of people. But overall cancers are also thought about. Unfortunately, there's one class of diseases that nobody talks about. These are the genetic disorders. Partly because diagnosing them at one time was very difficult. In India, the modern methods of diagnosis of these genetic disorders started only about a few years back. Though there were small pockets where some of the diseases was diagnosed before, and because of that, some awareness about it is there. Unfortunately, because diagnosis is difficult, because of the fact that large number of these diseases do not have any treatment, the awareness within clinicians and general public is also very rare. And moreover, there is this problem of stigma attached to such diseases, that many families do not want to actually get a proper diagnosis done because these are thought to be bad for the families because it's supposed to be inherited. So genetic disorders are inherited, and because they are inherited, families think that people will come to know about it, and because of that they just don't want to go through the whole diagnostic procedure. But lately, because of improvement in diagnostic procedure and also the fact that awareness is increasing, more and more such diseases are getting diagnosed, and we are probably sitting on the tip of an iceberg where we may find that there are hundreds and thousands of people carrying such diseases and large number of patients with such diseases in the country. If we don't make the common person aware of such diseases, or we don't think about starting clinics, starting research programs, and finding therapy for it, because majority of such patients cannot be treated, this will be a major catastrophe for the country. It may be even bigger than the cancer problem that we have. For cancer, almost for every cancer, there is some form of treatment available. Majority of the patients also get well.
So, what needs to be done?
For rare genetic disorders, it's only less than 5% of such diseases there are therapies. So we need to wake up. We need to come out with policies, supportive policies from the government. The clinician must be aware of such diseases, and the research laboratories must work towards finding cure for such diseases. Without that, I don't think our society would be a healthy society. Any other plans you have will not work for the society.